You're safe, thank goodness. I rushed here as soon as I heard the tidings from Raha. Is this true? Beings claiming to be the 12 have appeared. You defeated them all? Incredible. I have no doubt that you would succeed, but I'm no less impressed for it. Gahaha, seldom have I felt such exhilaration. To think that the day would come when we would put on an act for men, I must say, Bayergot, you played the villain's role to perfection. Come now, Master, I merely did what was necessary to compel the mortals to confront us. Sigh, still it pained me to speak to our beloved children so unkindly. So you say, Azima, yet you seemed happy enough to fight them. You did not forget the true purpose of the trial, I hope. Well, I couldn't help but be excited, and do not tell me you felt differently. Consider yourselves fortunate children. 'Tis rare indeed to see Nalthal in such high spirits. What in the world is happening? Didn't you say you had defeated them? Did they manage to flee, or perhaps were resummoned? Put up your weapons. You have not to fear from us. Rest assured, we are not summoned beings. We do not drain the land of Aether, nor do we take men into our thrall. But what of the gods who were summoned during the calamity? The ones Master Louissois called forth to protect the realm. That was not us, but a primal born of your fervent prayers for salvation. Indeed, that the worst of the calamity was averted and the realm restored, and its aftermath was a direct testament to the power of your hopes. If you aren't primals, then what are you? Do you truly intend to rule the world? Why choose to? If you aren't primals, then what are you? Just as men harbor hopes, so too do we gods. To realize our aspirations, 'tis essential that we do battle with you. Thus did I falsely claim that we sought to rule the world. 'Twas deceitful conduct unworthy of a divinity, and I must apologize not only for that, but for using my power to do harm besides. These hopes are yours, once you tell us what they are. We cannot. If you wish to know the truth, you must discover it for yourselves. 'Tis not easy to move forward when there is seemingly no destination, but if you press on, you will eventually arrive at the answers you seek. You will understand why we hold our peace and far more besides. You will learn the very truth of our existence. Go forth, mortals, and seek knowledge of us, and when the time is right, we shall meet again in this place. As if hearing about your battling 12 weren't shocking enough to have them appear before my very eyes. Suffice it to say, it's been an interesting day, but much about them remains shrouded in mystery. At least they seem open to reason, and considering our next step, I should very much like to hear your detailed account of them. Right after I have a word with our client, that is, please give me a moment to introduce myself, and then we can review the situation. So market prohibited. Can I just sell it to someone else, I wonder? So I got nothing for me. I want to look up what that Aglaya coin is worth, or what I can do with it. Aglaya coin. So let me see if I'm doing this. So I want to just get to this one, I think. So Gaia, what's it called again? Aglaya coin. Aglaya coin. Radiant. Whatchamacallit. Coding. Items to enhance equipment purchased with elegant tombstones. To enhance it. Reds at hand. What does it cost me? Radiant Mask of Striking. Okay, well, whatever. Let's just continue this. Divine Dilemma. Greetings, I am Kryl of the students of Baldesion. Do I have the pleasure of addressing Derek, the explorer who sought aid in investigating this place? I am Derek, and this here is Baby Oppo Oppo. Yes, I can see that. Doesn't it have a name? None that I know of, nor would I presume to bestow one, for that would be condescending. I see, that's very considerate of you. So I understand you explored the various phantom realms with Derek. Will you recount to me the experience? So while the gods tested you sorely, you did not sense any malicious intent. Buyer got said they wish to do battle with us, but it would seem they do not necessarily wish to cause us harm. Though much more about this perplexes, mayhap just safe to assume that they are not primals. As you may recall, Livingway once told us that the art of summoning as taught by the Asians incorporates the fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Thus, do the resultant primals seek to enthrall worshippers, who in turn seek to grow their ranks. But these beings appear to harbor no such desire. If they are primals, then they are unlike those that have been summoned in recent memory. You might suppose that they were created in antiquity, and like manner to Heidelin, but there's no way to prove it. Who could they possibly be, and why do they desire to battle with man? Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little, the true identities of the 12, for instance. Emmett Selk did say that, didn't he? By which we may assume he knew the truth and challenge you to seek it out too. Suffice to say, you'll do so, of course. Insofar as we can ascertain, this is a matter which has implications for the entire star. In light of this, the students of Baldecion formally accept the commission. We will investigate the Phantom Realm and the beings who call themselves the 12. I'm pleased to hear that. Thank you. Without further ado, then, I will take a look around. There are a few things I'm curious about. Then, with your permission, I will take myself around Eorzea and investigate the worship of those gods we encountered. Cheese, Derek, seeing as you've already seen this place, would you care to accompany me? By all means, in which case... Could you stay here with Kryl, my friend? It wouldn't do to leave a fair maiden alone. Ook ook. I shall be glad for the company. Take care then, and good luck. I wanted to check something real quick. Oops. So to explain my plan, tis believed that the 12 were already worshipped during the Third Astral Era, when the Allegan Empire flourished. Come the Fifth Astral Era, those nations that fought in the War of the Magi each took one of the 12 as a guardian deity. This practice has continued to the present day in Eorzea, with some notable regional differences. For instance, the Guardians hold Halone as absolute, while Charlene's enjoy a moderate relationship with Thaliak. By visiting various locations in Eorzea and learning about the 12 as they are worshipped, I hope to identify any similarities or differences between them and the beings we encountered. In so doing, I believe we will draw closer to the truth of their identities. For our first destination, I propose we take ourselves to Rauger's Reach. The place is holy ground for worshippers of the Destroyer and promises to yield useful details. At Rauger's Reach, huh? My wedge is here. They have a thing for me. There you are, cheese. So this is Rauger's Reach, where the dauntless soldiers of the Alamegan resistance gathered. How stirring to stand here with you. If you don't mind my making an observation, it seems you really enjoy traveling with company. I do. It's something I had dreamed of for a long time. There's nothing like traveling with good friends. Is that so? What of yourself? Do you normally travel alone? In my wanderings, I much prefer to have solitude. Not that I avoid people or communities, mind you. As a matter of fact, I've been here before, on the trail of the Phantom Realm. Now that I think on it, More often than not, those places where phantom realm sightings are known to occur have a tradition of 12 worship. Then I dare hope that we are on the right track. As I'm sure you know, Ralger's reach is home to the Temple of the Fist, the ancient headquarters of the Fist of Ralger. Raised by the Mad King, Theodoric, the temple lay abandoned before the Alamegan resistance claimed it for its operations. While I doubt that much literature has survived over the years, the people here may possess some knowledge of the local faith. So let us split up and make inquiries and reconvene here afterwards to share findings. Oh, here's something. Bloodstorm. Read the words inscribed on the monument. A storm of blood approaches fast, hell's open, heavens weep, for one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Once upon a time, Lise explained to you their meaning, that we must prepare ourselves for the strife and sorrow that will inevitably come. Wonder if you can go down there. Well, if it isn't Cheese, is this man perchance a friend of yours? When last he visited, he shared with me the tales he heard on his journeys, and what amazing tales they were. If you have time, I'd love to hear both of your stories. Alas, we're in some haste. We're investigating the worship of Ralger and seek literature on the subject, religious texts and the like. Can any still be found here? Just about all of it is gone, sadly, destroyed by the Empire, if not the Mad King before that. But we haven't lost everything. The mighty image of the Destroyer, the tales we share at the campfire, like the legend of our nation's founding. We still have these things, and they were a source of great comfort and strength to us in our darkest moments. See, if you don't mind, I'd be obliged to hear your stories this time. Cheese, rest assured I have this well in hand. Feel free to carry on as you were. Oh, well, where's the third thing? Teleport to it. Yes, if you have business, please make it quick. I'm due to meet with someone any moment now. Forgive me my delay. You're an adventurer, I take it. What can we students of Alamegan history do for you? Researching the worship of the Destroyer, you say? In that case, I have something that ought to be of interest. This is a copy of Destructivity, a scripture of the Fist of Ralgar. The original is one of the few texts that survived the temple's razing and is in the safekeeping of one Professor Eric. Well, we had best return to our work. Till next time, adventurer. And I can't really fast travel there. I wonder if you can fix this place up, because I think Toasty said you can fix up the Heaven's Ward place. So I wonder if you can fix this place up. Still looks a little fucked up. Cheese, what were you able to learn? Copy of one of the scriptures, you say? A moment while I skim over it. I see. This chapter appears to be a record of the construction of the great image of Raugr, written in a style that suggests folklore was committed to parchment. When the deluge, whatever, the sixth umbral calamity threatened Eorzea, the ancestors of the Elamigans were guided to safety by a comet. Believing that it was sent by Raugr, they came to hold him in the highest. This much of the tale I had been familiar with. But according to the scripture, among those refugees who followed the comet, some claim to have caught sight of Raugr himself. Their accounts were passed down through the centuries, and worshippers of the destroyer pieced them together to give shape to yonder statue. I must say it bears more than a passing resemblance to the being we encountered. Were that Raugr a primal, the explanation for the similarities would be simple. That is, the statue gives rise to a unified interpretation of Raugr's appearance, which in turn lends form to the primal. However, this fails to account for what inspired the likeness in the first place. If the scripture is to be believed, it was the sightings during the sixth umbral calamity. Yet for those witnesses to be able to recognize Raugr, they would have needed an agreed-upon idea of his appearance beforehand. If we then consider the history of 12 worship that has already existed in the Third Astral Era, it would not be ridiculous to think that these divinities existed even prior to that. So the question is, did these beings give rise to their respective faiths? Or are they primals born of them? Thought we had made it clear we are not summoned beings. Well, you won't tell us, and now you come by us to deny that. Since time immemorial, our domains have lain scattered across Eorzea. As a matter of fact, one of those in which you set foot is nearby. It's not unusual for mortals to glimpse us. That voice, could they be? Indeed, I am Bayergot, and the hawk beside me is Raugr. I shall elaborate upon my master's explanation. We thus disguise ourselves when we wish to observe the world without, for being seen in our true forms would violate our laws of conduct. Yet, though we similarly disguise our sanctums, veiling them in illusion, rents are known to manifest when the surrounding aether is unstable. In such time, should a gifted mortal chance to be near, they may inadvertently catch sight of us. Of course, during an umbral calamity, etheric imbalance occurs on a star-wide scale, the ideal condition for seeing the phantom realm. Precisely how many times we have been seen, we ourselves have no way of knowing, but that is a sound assumption to make. Well, Bayergot, I believe that much shall suffice by way of an apology for our deception, shall we? Indeed, that is all we are at liberty to reveal. Fare you well, children of man. Aside from their reticence, Where it concerns their identity and objective, these divinities are certainly approachable. If what they said was true, and their worship can be traced back to their sightings, it would serve to explain one thing. According to my research in the field of comparative mythology, Relger is often observed to bear many similarities with Ramu. Assuming both were inspired by the Ralger of the Phantom Realm, their divergence may be attributable to differences in culture between man and sylph. So you believe that they gave rise to the prevailing face of Eorzea? Given available evidence, yes, I am inclined to, yet none of this explains their presence. How and when did beings of such power come into existence? Oh, Tissu, Cryle, has something happened? Truly, very well, I shall take care of it. Cryle has recruited an acquaintance to aid in our investigation and authority on mythology. We must go and receive her at the sunken temple of Karn, where she is currently conducting fieldwork. After a brief detour to prepare a little something. Conveniently, Thanolin is home to countless adherents to Nedthal. While I attend to business, may I ask the two of you to make inquiries in Ul'dah? Very well. Excellent, I will join you as soon as I'm able, by your leave. Sorry, I know you like to travel alone. So it's to be just you and me in Ul'dah. Sigh, suppose it can't be helped. The face of an explorer. With strange manners for the one who proposed the survey to so promptly abandon it. I'll not lie, I am not given to working one-on-one with another, but I suppose I agreed to this arrangement. Sigh, well, we had best be on our way. As I recall, Milvaneth, Sekre, or whatever, is still closed for construction, so let us try our luck at Arzenith Ossuary. You have no objection to traveling separately, I trust? Good, I shall see you in Ul'dah. Not too expensive, at least. Another blue quest. Oh, is this to join the Thamamama Guild or whatever it's called? Ah, you're here. Of the Defiac twins, Nalthal, here they worship Thal, who keeps the realm of the dead and weighs the worth of men's souls. In contrast, Nald keeps the world of the living and oversees their financial fortunes. Their names are borne by many allocation and religious organizations, some extremely wealthy and powerful, exist to nurture faith in them. On the surface, it may seem strange that a hub of commerce such as Ul'dah could be home to such spiritual people, but it is actually quite logical when one considers that the religion is, in essence, commerce. In any event, Nalthal is a truly unusual divinity. What was originally held to be one god came to be worshipped as twins. Indeed, rather than two distinct entities, that which we encountered was a single being possessed of two personalities. Did I mishear? Did you just say they encountered Nathal? And while his appearance differs somewhat to the divinities worshipped, it cannot be denied that there are striking similarities in their nature. Perhaps we should avoid talking about that here. Forgive me, this is hardly the place for such a conversation. Let us continue it elsewhere. Twas careless of me to openly speak of our encounter with a divinity within a place where he is worshipped. Hereon I shall exercise greater caution. Thank you for alerting me to my indiscretion, and ask that you keep it between us. Now then, to finish our conversation, as I mentioned, though the Nathal as worshipped by men appear somewhat different, there are undeniable similarities in their nature. I believe we may report this much to Grahatia. With that, our work here is done. Rather than waiting for our companion to arrive, perhaps we might seek him out at the sunken temple. He mentioned needing to make a detour. Were we to set out now, we ought to be able to catch up to him. After all, we hardly know one another. Rather than loiter with an unfamiliar person, it is better to use our time productively. Wouldn't you agree? Then let us head to the sunken temple of Korn at once. Korn. Little amigo. I don't remember this temple. I also wanted to start doing beast tribes again. Maybe. All the allowances, that's not what I meant to look up either. It was reputation. I only have the Heaven Sword. So that Realm Reborn one is done. I need the Heaven Sword. Wanted the Mughals. Get the Mughal stuff. Collapse Scholar. You're here, thank goodness. Found this woman collapsed, so I can see no obvious injuries by her attire. She appears to be some manner of scholar. Water, food in my bag, please. I see Cheese may trouble you to find her bag. I will stand lookout in the meantime. Large bag. You have any bag, Laura? Okay, no food, only water. So thirsty, so hungry, Not enough food, I need food. I have not say dried meat, tough as leather. Do you have anything easier to consume? Geez, Derek, what are you doing here? Actually, that can wait. Steady, Snowgame. I brought you Archon loaf and coffee made sweet and creamy, just as you like it. I am reborn, washed down with the sweet beverage. The life-giving nutrients of Archon loaf permeate my being from head to toe. Thank you, kind stranger. However, you knew my preferred source of sustenance. You are truly a godsend. Oh, it's you, Raha. What brings you here? Don't recall mentioning my field work. It's for my research into the Beldalians' worship of Azuayusi. Had you heard from Kryl? The students are presently investigating the 12th, and we would prevail upon your expertise. May I introduce Snogim, or whatever, expert mythologist. She is a collaborator of the students, and like many of Charlene's scholars, is passionate about her endeavors to the point of forgetting to eat. Seeing as she has recovered, may I ask that you two tell her about the Phantom Realm? The 12 abide in the Phantom Realm, and you exchange not only words with them, but blows besides. Incredible. In your description of the domains, a thunderous tower in one and a sweltering city in another are precisely as the heavens of lightning and fire are depicted in legend. In ancient times, worshippers of the 12 believed that there exist 7 heavens and 7 hells. Aetherology has since established that departured souls return to the ethereal sea. But it seems those afterlife domains were more than just inventions of mortal imagination. As a pursuer of myths, I must say it feels somewhat anticlimactic to suddenly have these revelations given to me. But more than that, I'm dying to know more. Which is to say, please allow me to join your investigation. We would, of course, welcome your presence. Without further ado, then let us head to the Omphalos. Crow awaits us there. So I think I get the dungeon or the raid in this next one. I think I'm gonna do it and then just do it again with Toasty. So I think you can just queue it up as much as you want. You just don't get the equipment for it, maybe. I'm not sure. I forget what Toasty said. How it worked. Because I can queue up the other one again, right? I'm gonna join it and then cancel it. Yeah, I can do it again. So I don't know how it works. Whatever. Forgot, can't do the thing here. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome Snowgim, whatever. I'm glad you could join us. Corral, how delightful to see you again. I understand you've been doing a fine job leading the students. But may I say what a lovely place this is? At a glance, this appears to be the highest of the heavens of legend. The 7th heaven. And ooh, if those aren't symbols representing the other heavens, I take it those are their respective gateways. Should like to pay them all a visit. For Snowgim's benefit, let us review what we have learned thus far, and thence deliberate the next step. The gods reappeared before us in Ralger's Reach, though they were disguised as unassuming creatures. Their loss forbid them from showing their true forms outside their realm. Yet in the event of the ambient aether becomes unstable, such as during an umbral calamity, it is possible for the realm, and indeed the gods themselves, to be glimpsed by mortals. And such sightings, we believe, have given rise to the various space practiced throughout Eorzea. So we confirmed in Ul'dah, the Nalthal worshipped by people, and the Nalthal we encountered here have more similarities than they do differences. In the course of exploring the Omphalos, the two things caught my attention. The first is the gate which lies in the innermost area. If each of the other 6 gates lead to an elementally aspected heaven, and we stand in the 7th heaven, as Snogim says, then what then lies beyond that last gate? The second is the monument. It harbors some manner of magic, unlike anything I've seen before. I will endeavor to decipher it, but it will take time. Divinities that have existed since time immemorial, who abide in domains resembling the heavens of legend. Why have they chosen to reveal themselves to mortals seeking battle? Unless they favor us with more of their secrets, it would seem this monument holds the key to solving the mystery. Indeed, much more yet lies beyond our understanding, but we'll keep chasing the truth together. As I'm sure you'll agree, though, this is tiring work, both mentally and physically. We need to pace ourselves. To which end, I suggest we return to Revenant's Toll and have a rest before we embark on the next stage of our investigation. So I'm assuming this is where the first part ends. And then when you they did the second portion of these I don't know what you want to call this, just this quest line. That's when the raid is, I guess. At least it's my guess. So rarely do I get to simply chat with colleagues. I had fairly forgotten what it felt like. Indeed, and it's quite fitting that we should be doing so here at the 7th heaven. Fitting, that's an understatement if I have ever heard one. The 7th and the highest of the heavens, which rules over the remaining 6, is right here in Mordona all this time. This isn't fitting, my friends, it's destiny. You are obviously well versed in the myths surrounding the heavens and hells. If you don't mind, I should like to hear your thoughts on them. Invested as they are in their research, it doesn't take much to stoke their passions. My apologies if it makes you uncomfortable. I forget who he is. Is he a student too, Baldesion? Having always traveled alone, I am admittedly not too familiar with such a lively atmosphere, but I do not mislike it. By the way, the two of you arrived at the sunken temple rather quickly. Did something happen? Well, as pleasant as this has been, it's past time we return to the annex. The paperwork for this commission isn't going to complete itself, alas. Then I shall take myself to the Omphalos. There's so much there that I'd like to see. And I believe I'll go for a walk nearby. It's getting a little warm in here. Alright, you take care now. Alright, well, this finishes... where? Over here? Sorry, my nose is a little... It's like... I don't know. I don't have to blow it or anything. It's just... I don't know. Oh, geez, it's pleasant, isn't it? The smells and sounds of a tavern. It makes one feel alive. And afterwards, stepping outside alone and breathing the cool air, I like that just as much. While we await developments, I shall remain here in Revenant still. If there are any tidings, rest assured I will share them with you. Thank you for your help thus far. I doubt so much could have been accomplished without you. And I guess this is where we continue. Return to the Phantom Realm. I think this is the one. Oh, greetings, Cheese. We've come to ask about developments in our Phantom Realm investigation, then your timing couldn't be better. A short while ago, I received word from Grahatia. He and Crow have completed their preparations in Charlian and are ready to resume field work. Even as we speak, they make their way hither. Let's wait for them together, shall we? Hmm. Ah, there they are. I think I have enough. I think I needed 595 for my what do you call it, so hopefully it's good enough. Pants. What in the heavens are you carrying? This, my friends, is the latest technological marvel to come out of Charlian. I give you the etheric analyzer. Holding it thus, you take a measure of the ambient ether, whose waveform is then recorded by the Aethero transcriber at the back. This provides us with detailed data of the environment, which we can study at our leisure. As you know, the Phantom Realms are hidden by illusions. In order to ascertain their nature, I suggest to Kryl that we record the data with proper equipment. Alas, said equipment is tremendously cumbersome. Raha has done well to bring it here in one piece, and as expensive as it doubtless is, I hope we can return it in the same condition. Return it? Yes, to the Forum. In approving our investigation, they granted us use of the device in addition to their financial backing. Despite the students' greatly reduced scale, the Forum has faith in our endeavors. Thus did the approval notice declare, I'm proud to say. We owe much of this goodwill to the Scions, yourself not least of all. That being said, we can't depend on the Forum indefinitely. No, we must stand on our own 2 feet again, and it begins with our efforts in this investigation. The 12 are meant to be Eorzea's guardian deities, yet they seek battle with mankind. What could it possibly be that motivates them? In treating with them earnestly, I am hopeful that we will find the answer. Well, we shouldn't keep Snow Game waiting. Without further ado, let's join her in the Omphalos. Omphalos. Time to head back. Welcome back. Well, now, if that isn't the etheric analyzer, you've done well to get a hold of it. Indeed, we're duly grateful to the forum for the loan. It's no small thing to be lugging about, but I've always wanted to try it. If you are ready, Raha, you may proceed with measuring the aether of the Phantom Realm. Cheese, please assist him, will you? In the meantime, I have a mind to further examine the monument with Snogum. How does that sound? Like a plan. As a matter of fact, I've already done a little bit of work on that front. As you previously determined, the monument harbors some manner of magic, and this magic I've since found takes the form of an epigraph. By consulting experts in the field of archaeology, I was able to make a discovery. Oh yes, the most startling discovery. That is, the epigraph is largely incomplete, so we can't read it. So you didn't make a discovery. But see, establishing that what one doesn't know is also an important step in research. We're blessing the language used doesn't appear to be completely unknown. If we can but fill in the missing information, it should be possible to make sense of it. But where do we even begin looking for such information? Why, we ask the gods themselves, of course. By giving them the battle they desire, we're doing them a favor, are we not? That being the case, I dare say they would grace us with their presence. If called, please come with me. Oh, the things I would ask them if they really did appear. I kind of looked away. I don't know if she said something before that. Oh well. Going by astrology, the heaven of earth should be the next to open, and it just so happens I know the perfect incantation for this purpose. Open moon toy. Open moon munty. I don't know what 2UY is. It's a time-honored charm passed down in Gridania, whose patron is Nofika, one of the deities said to dwell in the heaven of earth. Come, everyone, say it with me. Are you looking at me? Why don't you guys say it first? Open Montoy. At least everyone did it. Damn. What delightful children you are. I too have desired to speak with you. My god. By the 12, it's her. It's really her. She looks precisely as depicted in legend. Amazing. Just an honor to meet you, Nofika, if I may. What is it that you wish to speak about? I think I want to check who my god is or whatever my thing is for my character. I think it's her. I could be wrong. But it's a good. I think. Well, it's the lover. I'm not sure. You seek to decipher the monument, do you not? If you face more of us in the battle, I myself included, we shall grant you the key to unlocking that mystery. I'm assuming you pick a Gridanian god, so I think it's her. We would, of course, be much obliged for such a gift, but are you certain? The gods before were not exactly forthcoming with your secrets. Closely have we watched you from our respective sanctums, watched as you faced us and pursued the truth with pure hearts and minds. In light of what we have seen, we have concluded thus. Even should you uncover the monument's purpose, you would still be willing to lend us your aid. Help us to fulfill our heart's desire, and so too shall we grant you yours. I look forward to receiving you in my sanctum, my dear children. Okay, how does he see me profile? I have Menfina, the lover. Okay. I guess I'll accept this first. Or get to the point where I can accept the raid. The original plan was to revisit the heavens of lightning and fire. But I believe all would agree that we should prioritize Nofika's invitation. Her name's Nofika. Well, Snogum, whatever your charm did the trick. The way to another heaven lies open, and beyond it the truth of the monument. I can scarcely wait to pore over the etheric data. Raha, cheese, I leave it in your capable hands. As for you, Derek, may we rely on your guidance once more. Now that we know what awaits, do not feel my presence is necessary. On the contrary, I would only be a burden. As you wish, of course. We can still count on you to pray for our friends, though, I trust. I'm glad that I can join you this time, Cheese. Encumbered as I am with the analyzer, I fear I won't be able to assist in battle. But I shall do my part and secure the data we need. Alright, I'm gonna queue up the raid after I go pee. I'll queue it up after I go check that little thing at the center, because I want to see. The thing real quick. It's a duty finder. $5.95. I have enough. So which one is mine? I don't see mine on here. It's like, oh, it's right there. I'm right there. Cool. Menfina. My guardian, that's what it is. Okay. Gonna queue up the thing and then I'm gonna go pee, so I will be back, penis. Never mind. I queued up for it. It was instant. That bitch. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Alright, I'm not going pee. I'm gonna hold it. I should go. Oh my god. You would not believe how long that piss was. Hand sanitizer here at my desk. Luckily, I'm gonna go wash my hands.
At last the time has come.
Alright. Please give me something for me. Sprayed.
Prove to me life's resolve. No true abundance. Feel you the heartbeat of the land.
Ow.
Reap the harvest. Let life flower and flourish.
Oh, thank God. Oh. Okay.
Mine is the breath of the earth.
I don't know what people are doing.
My heart rejoices for our union.
Did the wrong move. It's okay. Oh. Oh, I'm dead. I died. Fuck.
Good children, be strong for what awaits.
So I'm gonna get that iron guy. Either one's for me. Roll a 1 on that. Right, that, oh, okay, well, it went away.
By my authority, let the land be remade.
Should use this to get rid of it. Oh, I used the wrong thing. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Oh, it's the thingy. Cool.
Forgive me, but I couldn't stay away.
It seems my sister shall be joining us. It is only fitting that we face you together.
Like the Titanic music or whatever.
I will spin your face. Have you the strength to defy fate?
The sands of time are mine to command.
I don't know what that means. I try to look away. I try to look away. Looked right at her.
I shall measure your worth.
Man.
Surrender to my power.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Oh, I died. Ugh. Thank God that didn't hit.
Pray to the stars on high.
Oh, well, I understand what was happening. I don't know, maybe I did see people, but I wasn't paying attention. People were moving in a specific order. Gotta commend Ein, Farin, or whatever. Really don't get it. I almost just want to hit OK. How much health does she have? Almost.
To my will.
Okay.
Long have I awaited this moment.
This too is fate.
Upon the most exalted of battlefields you shall stand.
Did I say something was automatically added to my thing? I got something.
Summon your courage and press on.
No one's talked in this one compared to the other one. Well, I guess they barely talked in the other one too. A, B, C. What am I in? Alliance A. I'm in an Alliance C.
I, the Fury, shall test your strength of spirit.
I don't know if that means they want us to come over here or not. Or they're just letting us know to go a certain way.
All piercing spear drink deep of raging blizzards. For glory, you must prepare to surrender your all.
Oh, it tells you the order that she's gonna attack. I thought those were the fucking attacks. I was wondering why they didn't hurt, because I was in it. Cool Ender. I don't think I fought my guardian yet. I don't think her name was Helone. It was like Mem something. Ein's down too. And there goes Ellie.
You must be better than that against me. There is no retreat, only victory or defeat.
Oops. Oh, I did the wrong move.
Victory must be seized with one's own hands.
I see. Sorry, man. Yeah, unlucky. Poor dude. I don't even think he had a, what do you call it on him? Wait, I don't have one.
In ice unyielding, now rest. My indignation.
How?
that our clash could continue forever.
Oh, this bitch was almost dead. Oh, you gotta stop doing that.
Yes! Lose yourself in the joy of battle!
I think my condition reached 0 on one of the things. You guys can ignore me. Oh, maybe get some people. Well, a lot more people are dead than I thought. Well, a lot of people died. I wonder what happened. I thought everyone was doing pretty well, besides like me and a few others, but
All piercing spear drink deep of raging blizzards.
we have one healer up.
For glory, you must be prepared for rendering your all.
So those aren't even the real attacks yet. Dude, I would... Oh, man. I can't do that shit. I already forgot what the first one was.
You must do better than that against me.
Why did I get revived? Just to get that thrown on me. It's funny.
There is no only victory or defeat.
Bro. I hate... Oh my god. Just go on the outside, like everyone else is fucking doing. Let me circle. Be a circle. The fuck was that? Alright, I'm C.
Your next test awaits.
Oh my god, we lived. We killed her. I gotta pass on that, apparently, and pass on that as well. Oh, okay, she's my... What do you call it? I like the green girl better. Wish I picked her instead.
Bear to me your lover's heart.
Ready to die.
Behold my power. Lest you worry, 'tis naught I cannot handle. Is it too much for mortals, I wonder? Prepare yourself.
Oh my gosh, you nuttin'?
Mercy upon them.
Oh, I was in the fucking thing. Bruh. Everywhere I went. Oh shit.
You're always in my heart, my love.
This one better? Ow. I haven't used this thing yet. Oh, hella dead. Maybe I can give it to Arya. I think they revive me a lot more.
Accept this, my darling.
Cool. Well,
Our dreams may yet become reality. Thank you.
player, Arya. You're reviving me a lot. Mind up, hello, need. Just need everything I can need. Did I already have this? Why can't I need this? Wait, why is he blue? That's weird. Is everyone waiting on everyone? I want it. I want it. I want the thingy. I want the stuff. I only have name. Did I get the thingy? Don't know what the fuck that is. Well, the loot is gone. Oh, that person's there. Oh, now I don't see their names. Well, I don't see the loot. I'll just leave.